Man, I was over here messing with my phone and the police turned their lights on behind me. Boy, I thought I was about to get a ticket, boy. The po-po coming for you. 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 Yeah. What's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all doing great today. I am feeling extra happy because, I don't know, I just feel good today. But I do want to talk to you because my homeboy, the good homeboy XJW Fifth, put out yet another damaging Instagram post. Boy, I'm telling you, ever since he got his hands on shepherding the flock of God, or shepherding the flock book, the Secret Elders Manual. Oh my God, he been dropping bar after bar after bar on Instagram. Go follow him. His name is XJW Fifth. You know him on YouTube. Check him out on Instagram. He has so many stuff that he putting up on Instagram, and it is incredible to see. Because I don't know if you have the book. I could probably make arrangements for you to get it if you'd like it. But yeah, you need this book because while Raymond Friends put out a very damaging book called The Crisis of Consciousness that I advise all ex-JWs and even current JWs to read if they get a chance. I don't think they will because they know that's an apostate book. The biggest apostate book that's ever been written, quite far the most damaging, is the one that the Jehovah Witnesses put out themselves. The Shepherding the Flock book is the most damaging book that could ever be produced by anybody. And they know that too. That's why they only allow elders. They don't even allow other people to bind the book, really. Like they say that the elder must be present and watch as the book get bounded. They can't just send the book off to be bound and get back. No, that's strictly forbidden. You can be removed as an elder if you do that. Because the only way this Jehovah Witness cult stuff works is if they keep the stuff that they really don't want people to know and see close to the chest. And they need their elders to be part of this group that keep people in control. And they have to do some unsavory things, some things that's against your very conscience that says, you know what, this doesn't seem right. But they still have to do it. And one of the things he put up recently was really interesting to me was that they tell their elders that if something happens a long time ago and it wasn't really in front of anybody, hey, you can be, yeah, they're fine. You don't have to form a judicial committee, just, yeah, they're fine. So basically, if I were to bang a chick and I go and tell on myself because they mess with my conscience, then you know what? I get this fellowship and kicked out and my family ripped apart and all that other crazy stuff, But if I shut up, wait a couple years, I'll be fine. So yeah, bang away. Just tell them, I'll tell them in a couple years. No need to get this fellowship or anything like that. How unfair is that? You can literally do all this bad stuff, and as long as nobody, worldly sees you, or nobody that's a witness sees you, as long as it's not done in public, give it a couple years, you'll be fine. Can you believe that? Isn't that freaking amazing? I personally think that's incredible. Because this is supposed to be such a just society, Like, I know people who had sex one time, and they immediately went and told the elders, oh, I'm so sorry. They was crying and everything. And they still got this stuff, I'm like, wow, they probably could have got reproved. I don't think this person would have done it again. But no, they got dissed up. Of course, I don't know all the went into it, but apparently the elders didn't think they were remorseful enough or repentant enough, let me put it like that, and they disfellowship these people, while as other people who spent their entire childhood and teenage years banging chicks while also baptized, yeah, they shut up and they became elders and ministerial servants and moved on. They did all this great stuff, and then yeah, maybe they will tell somebody one day. Like, why not? I guess the Jehovah Witness statute of limitations is up, so you good. So, yeah, if you didn't know, the Jehovah Witnesses have a statute of limitations. I don't know if your God you believe in has, but apparently the Jehovah Witnesses do. Apparently Jehovah has a statute of limitations. And that is incredible. You know what I'm saying? I can't be the only one who find that stuff incredible. This is the thing, man. Like, this Shepherding the Flock of God book is damning. It is damning. There's so many things in the book that if their rank and file were to see and read the stuff that's in this book, I don't even think they'd believe it was Jehovah Witness book. We have YouTube video of people saying, there's no secret elder's manual. There's no such thing as that. Let me explain something to you, buddy. Okay, booby? You're not Scaramini? Listen. When you want to learn about the Jehovah Witness religion, the very first thing you need to do is leave the Jehovah Witness religion. Because if you stay in, you're going to stay getting the same food you've been served, the same spiritual food they've been serving for the last entire time you've been in the organization. From day one. They don't change the spiritual food. It's all the same. If you want some different food, you got to leave the restaurant. You're not Scaramini? So, once you leave the Jehovah Witness organization, you start learning about all the stuff that goes on in that organization that you just didn't know about. And you can't do it inside because you're going to get kicked out if they find out anyway. But yeah, you just can't learn the stuff that you can learn from the outside. You need to, unless you got one of the most open minds in the world. Now, I know that there was a Jehovah Witness who's, I think she's physically in, mentally in, but kind of mentally out a little bit also. She left a really nice comment. I forgot her name. She's a very sweet girl. But she says, yeah, I think this is God's organization. But I think it's ran by bad people and they make mistakes and stuff. But I still think this is God's organization. So I'm just going to stick around, you know, just in case it is, you know. Now, you know what I'm saying? I feel you, booby. You already doing the right thing by doing your research and whatnot. All I can say is keep it up and keep on going. But just know that some people may be using the name of God to do really bad things, you know? Because it starts off like, you know what, I'm going to speak for God because God needs somebody to speak to you humans. He can't speak himself. If he were to speak to you, your brains would leak out of your ears and your head would explode. So he needs a man to speak to you. And since I'm that man that's going to speak to you, God told me to tell you that you should give me all your money. And time and energy and family and love and all that other stuff. It's really, I don't know why he told me to do this, but he also said you shouldn't really question why. You should just do it. And I think that's crazy. But you know what? Crazy is as crazy does. And yeah, going out of field service for 80 hours a week, even though it's not in the Bible, seems a little crazy. But, you know, there's men telling you that God said to do it, so you should do it. Even though God also said don't listen to men, listen to God. You know, it's really hard to explain. You just kind of got to go on faith. And that's the thing that I wish I could tell people, you know? Like, I wish I could go to the bank and say, yes, look, I don't have that much money. And no, I don't have a lot of assets, and I'm probably not going to be working too much longer. But, yo, just go on faith that I'm going to pay you back, you know? Just go on faith, brother. Let's see how many loans you get then, you know? I'm just saying, faith isn't always the best thing to go on. Sometimes you need a little logic and, you know, critical thinking. Stuff like that. That tends to help. I'm just saying. Anyway, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. I'm hoping y'all having a great day. I will eventually make a big video about, you know, I just want to make a video that just explain everything that I'm saying, you know? And I'm going to do that. Hopefully this weekend. Anyway, it's your boy Jay the Comedian. Have a great day. Holla Chihuahua. Deuces.